Bismillah. Good evening, everyone. I know this is pretty night and pretty late here because I'm afraid if we don't have time anymore to do a review at next week. We don't know because since all of you in F10 and also other tutors have final exam next week, and I'm afraid that all of you have to focus in your final exam. So that's why I'm fast forward the review of embryology practical is tonight. Okay, I'm going to share about our review. So there is information, I think. Wait, okay, nah, about. Okay, there is information about this practical exam later for the final exam on embryology veteriner. So we highlight that every chapters from your report book and also what you already have practiced in optic lab. Everything is from apa ya? From frog 2, bukan frog 2. Apa ya satu lagi itu? Frog 1, frog 2, chick 1 and chick 2, just that. But they also other asprak, all my friends also said that sometimes lectures is like kind of accidentally ya, jadi kayak mereka iseng gitu, accidentally added a question that related to the previous lesson, like spermatogenesis and also oogenesis, like that. So that's why we are review again from chapter 1, from the first time of chapter. All of you studied embryology practical until the last, the chick embryogenesis, the second chick embryogenesis. So let's begin. Maybe just just rewind again about spermatogenesis and then oogenesis, and then we focus to the other lessons. Okay, in here, ujian practicum embryology is coming, and some materials to recall out our memories about what we learned this whole semester behind. Now let's start from spermatogenesis. Okay, before we learn about this picture, and turn it around first. Tadi berdiri. Nah, okay. And I hope all of you remember, and I also hope that you never erase the photos of all histology preparat that you already take it from long ago, from the first time you practical about testes. Now inside the testes there is thousands of tubulus seminiferus, that all these tubulus seminiferus have a gate named interstitial tissue. Now inside the interstitial tissue there is only one cell named Leydig cells. We recall back again, Leydig cells function is to deliver testosterone hormone inside the spermatogenesis process, that inside in tubulus seminiferus. Now, from one tubulus seminiferus, they have some kind of smooth muscles or a wall that protecting the tubulus seminiferus, named lamina basalis. Now, in here, in lamina basalis, there is one cell that always attach, or maybe so next to lamina basalis, named spermatogenium. Now, after that, spermatogenium will have mitosis and meiosis, becoming primary spermatocyte, this bigger one. I'm color it Nah, jangan pakai yang warna hijau. Ini pakai yang hijau. Jangan pakai yang hijau. Okay. This one is primary spermatocyte. It is the big cells from most of all cells inside the tubulus seminiferus, and also they center, or I can say DNA. Yeah, DNA-nya is granule, have most granule. And then getting mitosis and meiosis again from a primary spermatocyte becomes secondary spermatocyte, which is this secondary spermatocyte will never be found in over here in this picture. And then proliferate and differentiate to become spermatite, like this one. Spermatite, this is also spermatite, and it's getting near to some area named lumen tubulus seminiferus. Now, after spermatite develop, it will be changed to become spermatozoa. It's small, it's a tiny head, and also have a tail named flagella. Now, inside the tubulus seminiferus, there is not only have all cells in spermatogenesis, and the process of spermatogenesis in here is not only need testosterone hormone, they also need energy. So there is one cells that we see like this. It's like blurry and abstract size, named Sertoli cells. These Sertoli cells is function for giving a nutrition to all these cells in spermatogenesis. This is the recall, yeah. Recall back again about spermatogenesis. We continue to the next slide. Okay, this next slide is much more clear, yeah, much more clear, and you are seeing so many. From each tubulus seminiferus, like this one, there is a gap, a large gap, have smooth muscles. This is interstitial tissue. This one interstitial tissue. This is also interstitial tissue. Over here also interstitial tissue, and have cell Leydig cells. And then inside the tubulus seminiferus, there is a wall named wall muscle, yeah, smooth muscle over here, named lamina basalis. And then next to the lamina basalis, there is spermatogenium. Getting more to this little bit the center, there's lots of primary spermatocyte, and then differentiate, then proliferate, change to become spermatite. Over here, yeah, over here, most of it in this one is spermatite. And then the spermatite change the cells, it change form to become more oval and much smaller, to become like spermatozoa. It's called spermatozoa and have a tail. And this is the center, this white color is named lumen tubulus seminiferus. It can be the questions from maybe the exam later can be this: if there is a arrow, black arrow that pointed around here, it could be asked about us with a key point like space, or might be like cavity, yeah. Cavity. And like cavity, space or cavity. Okay, next. Yeah, this is the other picture. So you can see again full picture of tubulus seminiferus and all the spermatogenesis cells inside. There is lumen also at the center, and then over here, smooth muscle, interstitial tissue, yeah, interstitial tissue with Leydig cell. And this one also same, where all the tubulus seminiferus is really like side by side everywhere, but still there is a gap for interstitial tissue over here and over here. So maybe you see like a triangle like this one. This So interstitial tissue, yeah. Okay, we continue. Okay, this one also, if there is, if I want to help you, all of you, to adaptate with the question. If the question said, what space that pointed with black arrow, what you going to answer? Choose one, Mia Sarah. If the question is, what space that pointed, what you going to answer?
Seminiferous tubulus lumen.
Mentibulus miniferus. Okay. So, okay, next question. If the question is, what cells that pointed in that arrow, with that arrow, what you going to answer? What the word that slip on your mind if there is a question? What cells which pointed by that arrow? Yeah. Coba recall again. If the question is, what is the cell's name that pointed with that arrow? Choose one, Mia. It's okay. There is a lot answers. Or if the key point is about cells from the question. Halo, halo. Ini ada sesuatu apa ini sama itu kok? I'm sorry, is it my voice clear or heard? I'm afraid.
Yes, Kak.
Oh, okay. Okay. It's clear ya. Agak aneh ini Zoom aku ini. So, how is it? What you going to answer?
Kak, is it spermatozoa?
Yes, spermatozoa or spermatozoa. If there's spermatozoa, if there is no spermatozoa around there, what you going to answer? Aside spermatozoa.
Spermatid.
Spermatid, yes. You tell me to answer because this both cells is always in the near or right in the area of lumen tubulus seminiferus. So the keyword is coming from the question. Is it asked about cells or asked about space or asked about anything like that? Okay. Now this is have a black arrow over here. So if the question, what is the part that pointed with that arrow? What is the name of part that pointed by that arrow? What is slip on your mind? You're going to answer.
Lamina basalis.
Yes, lamina basalis. Now, if the question like, what cells pointed by that arrow? What are you going to answer?
Spermatogonium.
Correct. Yes, because it's asked about cells, not part. And lamina basalis is not a cell, but part. Okay, we continue. This is the other picture, yeah. There is spermatozoa over here, a tiny head over here, and also a complete spermatozoa, spermatide, and primary spermatocyte, also near to lamina basalis spermatogenium. This is also same. This one around 40 or 100 times microscope picture. Now this one is interstitial tissue, yeah. Interstitial tissue with cell-adic, all of it. Okay, this about spermatogenesis. Now we get in about oogenesis. Okay. Oogenesis is where all egg or oocyte that's not matured yet to become matured and ready to be fertilized with spermatozoa. Now, for the growth in oogenesis, where the oocyte become oocyte mature, the same time there's other process that happen, named folliculogenesis. Now, folliculogenesis is where the cumulus cells growing in the same time the growth of oocyte become mature, and this is helping the oocyte to become mature also. Now, oocyte is only have two types. Primary oocyte, it happens from primary follicle, until tertiary follicle, and secondary oocyte in the graft follicle. While the follicle name from primordial follicle become primary follicle, secondary follicle, tertiary follicle, and then the graft follicle and ready to ovulation. Now, after ovulation, where the oocyte and corona radiata already inside the uterus, the other layer that inside in ovarium from theca interna and externa, it become, or we call, corpus luteum. Corpus luteum. Now the corpus luteum in over here, this is for produce progesterone, while most of all follicles growth is happen with the help of estrogen hormone. Okay, we begin with the first picture. This is primordial follicle, yeah. So latah lagi, please. Sorry. Okay, primordial follicle. Primordial follicle, there is oocyte over here. Primary oocyte Primary oocyte. This is the oocyte, and this is the center or the DNA of oocyte. Yeah, DNA of oocyte. Cantik banget sih kamu menulis. Sebentar. Itu. DNA of oocyte, ya. The center of oocyte. And then there is, change color again. There is a line surrounded the oocyte named primordial follicle. And this primordial follicle, the cumulus is still small like a line. Okay, kita ganti. Here's the picture of primordial follicle. And after primordial follicle, go to growth, become primary oocyte. Now this primary oocyte, that once we see the follicle, the cumulus, it's like a straight line over here, then develop, become like a, okay, become like a square or maybe triangle. We don't know what the picture, but the layer is get more thin than a primordial. So if we see the area, it's like this. Nah, jangan kuning jelek banget teh ngeliatnya. Kasihan. Nah, this is the layer, and also just one layer in primary oocyte. And then this is the oocyte and the DNA. Here, this is also same your oocyte, but we not see the DNA over here. But the layer also have developed one pink layer ya. Mouse aku jelek banget ini, maaf nih. Nah, this. Okay, this is about the primary oocyte. Now this one, they're pointed by this black arrow. This is all of it secondary oocyte. So primary oocyte just only have one layer cumulus, and the size of each cell of cumulus become like a square or triangle like that. Now this secondary oocyte, this cumulus develop around 2 or 3 layers. over here. So if I'm color it, wait a minute, why dari ini ya? Beginning from the oocyte, here I'm drawing the oocyte size, and there is the DNA over here, and then next one is the secondary follicle, the layer of follicle. But since this is histology, so we don't know how many the layer, but it's get more thinner than, oh yeah, than the primary oocyte. So the size is getting more bigger, like this. And we see there is a lot of cumulus cells that like, okay, that like there is a one cumulus at the top. There is a second cumulus, and the third also at the top from the second cumulus, like that. Secondary oocyte. Okay, this is all corpus luteum. So after ovulation, yeah, the layer that's the layers that from a theca interna and theca externa change to form and size to become corpus luteum. Okay, this is the graph follicle. The graph follicle, we see oocyte over here, oocyte, and then first I change, and then there is corona radiata. I'm drawing here, corona radiata, and then I change again. This is cumulus ooporus, yeah, cumulus ooporus over here, and then change to the blue one. Strict cumulus cells surrounded antum. This is theca interna and theca externa. Nah, kung kayak gini. Terus yang ini ya, this one, this cavity around here, this is antrum. You can call it antrum, you also can call it antral cavity, it's okay. This sacral follicle. So the question, if there is a black arrow pointed to this cavity or this space, so the answer usually, usually the answer is antrum or antral cavity. You can answer that. Okay, from this next picture, we see a lot of follicle. This one is tertiary follicle. This one also secondary follicle, yeah. Secondary follicle also over here. Mana lagi secondary follicle? This one also secondary follicle. Primary, I think around this one. And also this one, primary follicle. Now, how about this one? If there is a question like, what follicle is this? It pointed. What is slip on your mind? Shizuan, Niyasara. What answer that slip on your mind? If there is a question that I'm circle over here. There's a question. What is this follicle?
The graph follicle.
Regular follicle. Okay. You answered regular follicle. Now I'm asked, do you see an egg over there? Oocyte over there? Do you both see there's oocyte inside this follicle? It's okay, it's okay to answer. Go ahead.
No.
No, okay. So if there is a oocyte, yes, it's true. You can answer the graph follicle. But if from this follicle there's no oocyte, what you going to answer? What is the name of the dead follicle? Recall again, rewind again.
Athletic follicle.
Yes, athletic follicle. So the answer is according to what you see in this picture. If there is no oocyte, answer athletic follicle. But if there is a oocyte, like this one, I change color first, okay? Okay. If you see there is an egg in here. Wah, hijau muda ini jelek banget. Apa? If you see egg over here, and then there's a cavity in here called CEB, yeah, called external bodies. The answer is tertiary follicle, this one. And if there is an arrow that pointed over here, and you can discover or identify there is oocyte over here, and the layer is thinner, this is secondary oocyte, secondary follicle. Okay. I think this is the last picture ya. Ini last picture bukan ya? Oh, bukan. Now this is also same. If there is a question, what is this follicle? What you going to answer? Slip on your mind. And you have to fast to answer. What is this follicle? What you going to answer? Do you find oocyte?
Yes.
Okay, if you find oocyte, what you going to answer?
Tertiary follicle.
Negra follicle. Okay, if there is no oocyte over there, what you going to answer?
Athletic follicle.
Okay, correct. This is also, yeah. What is this follicle? What is this follicle? Ganti warna. Ah, what is this follicle? Did I circle brown?
Tertiary follicle.
Yes, tertiary follicle. And then this one also, what is this follicle?
Secondary follicle.
Secondary follicle, yes. Like that, yeah. Jadi, so if the question asks what is this follicle and you identify there is no oocyte, and also how big the size of follicle is. Like this one is different. This size is much bigger than this follicle size. And this one is the cavity named antrum. Yeah, this cavity named antrum. So this follicle is the graph follicle. And also this one is already have a space, but it's still small than antrum. This is CAB. CAB. CAB and also have oocyte. This is tertiary follicle. And then this one also secondary follicle. You see the layer is already much thicker and there is an oocyte over here. If there is no oocyte in here, but the follicle still exists and the think it's much more thinker, then this could be athletic follicle. You can answer the answer is athletic follicle. Like this one also. There is no oocyte in here. There's no oocyte, so we can say this is also athletic follicle. But if there is an oocyte in here, okay, this is the graph follicle. Salah lagi pencet aku. Okay. Okay. I hope you're able to see this pointed arrow, this black pointed arrow. If there is a question, what cells that pointed? What is the cell's name that pointed by this arrow? What are you going to answer?
The graph follicle.
No, not the graph follicle. No, not follicle. Yeah, but what cell? Cell pointed. by that arrow? What's slip on your mind?
Secondary oocyte.
Yes, secondary oocyte. Or it
Um,
could be a site secondary oocyte, corona radiata. But if your first time slip on your mind secondary oocyte, it's okay, just answer it. It's okay, it's random. It's random. Now this one. Okay, this one I think I don't have to give a question since I forget to explain. Okay, mana sih warnanya, okay. Okay, this one is the center or the DNA of the oocyte, and then this is the oocyte, and also there's a cape, a cape of oocyte along with the corona radiata. Change the color to yellow. Okay, from this one, from here, jeleknya bukan main. Okay, from here and then here, there is a cape whitish line from oocyte between the oocyte and also corona radiata. This one is corona radiata. This yellow line that I'm draw over here, this is zona pellucida. Zona pellucida. And then entered over here is corona radiata. Corona radiata. Mulus ooporus ya di sini. Porus. And the next after that, TK interna, TK externa. And then the cavity is antrum. Okay. Ya, kayaknya ini terakhir deh. Terakhir embryogenesis. Okay, it's true. So we get into the third chapter from embryogenesis 1. Okay. Here we recall again from the picture that showed A, B, and C. This is early yolk plaque. This is the process from early yolk plaque to late yolk plaque. The C one. Okay, now the first picture. This is early cleavage. This early cleavage only have two cells. Can you recall again? What is this cell, this small cell's name?
micromere cell.
Micromere. Then this big cell's name?
Macromere cell.
Macromere cell. Okay, still remember, yeah? Okay, this is a stage of late cleavage. Now, from this late cleavage, there is a pigment, brown, over here. What's the name of this pigment? What is the name of this pigment? Recall again.
Cortical
Cortical
pigment.
Yes, that's right. Cortical pigment, yeah. And then there is like kalau diingat-ingat lagi ya, there is area ya, area over here, and then over here. What is this area? Kalau di garis itu, this one, micromere in area bla 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 pole, macromere in area bla 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 pole. Apa tuh? What is that?
Animal pole and vegetable pole.
Yes, animal pole and vegetal pole. Remember, just rewind again. Now there is a space here over here. Space. Now this space last time it's kind of tricky, and sometimes the answer is wrong. Most of it say this is blastosol, but this part is not blastosol because it's still in the stage of late cleavage. If we call this blastosol, should be this cells, this embryo, this embryo, it's already in the stage of blastula. Yeah, so this is wrong. This is the wrong answer if you answer it blastosol. The real answer is The real answer ya is intracellular ya, cellular cavity. Cavity atau intracellular space ya. Intracellular space. This is the answer. Yeah. It can be, you can answer intracellular space or intracellular cavity. Tapi space aja deh. Intracellular space yang lebih bagus. Okay. Gimana ya cara menghapusnya nih? Nah. So, okay, we'll go to the next one. Nah ini ya. This arrow is pointing to intracellular space. Also, this is macromere, and then micromere, and also there is a dark brown line named cortical pigment. Now, in here, blastula stage, the embryo is already entered to blastula stage. So we can say this space or cavity called blastosole, since it's already inside the blastula part, blastula base. And this is also blastula. This one is blastosole. This is yolk filled, bukan, macromere filled with yolk. And this part is micromere. Now over here, it's already changed to the neck base. It is early yolk block because you're able to see there is gastropore, ya. Gastropore over here, and also dorsal lip. Ganti warna dulu Zahra, jangan asal-asal. Okay, dorsal lip over here also. And it's still blastosole in here. Blastosole. And this part, it's already changed name. You can say this is endoderm. Okay, endoderm. This part is ectoderm. Okay, and this is the early yolk block, and the special part that make you easy to identify is dorsal lip. And if there is a gastropole, you can also answer this gastropore. And blastosole still big, yeah, still much wide than gastropore. The next one. Okay, now this is entered to the last stage, late yolk block. Because you see there is a two parts, bukan two parts, there is a two lip become the special part in late yolk block. Dorsal lip, and then ventral lip over here you find, and also yolk block. So we can say there is no more cavity named blastosole. This changed to this cavity change, and it's called gastrosole, or we can name it also archenteron. Ya, benar. Gastrosole archenteron. Nah. Now this one, it's same, late yolk block. But I think there is a error from this picture. Before that, you find the dorsal lip and ventral lip. Yolk block also over here. Yolk blocknya ganti warna dulu. Okay. Yolk block over here ya. Yolk block. And then mana yang bagus? Nah, and then all in here that pointed with this black arrow ya. This cavity or this space is gastrosole or archenteron. Why is it not called blastosole? This is not archenteron because this part ini. Nah, this part it's endoderm. So when staining or making this preparat, there is a rupture from endoderm cells, yeah, endoderm cells. So the endoderm who should be over here, its position is over here. It's ruptured and make like a gap, gap between two cavity, making it have two cavity, but should be it's only have one cavity. It is gastrosole or archenteron. Yeah, I'm just give this warning, yeah, warning from this preparat, because we don't know if this preparat will be happens. See, you find again, yeah, you find again at uprak, gitu, the practical exam. Okay, now we go to the fourth lessons. Apa? Check embryogenesis 1. Now, before I go to the next slide, in check embryogenesis 1, how many hour you studied, that you already studied? How many hour pace of chicken growth that you studied? Yes, already you studied. How many? If we recall again,
5.
5. Now, what do you found from this 5? How many hour from this 5? Yuk, recall lagi. How many hour? What hour ya, maaf, how many lagi? What hour do you study from this 5 phase?
16,
16, then
18,
18, okay?
20,
20, right?
22, 24.
Yes, 22 and 24, the last part, yeah, the last part from chick embryogenesis 1. Here we get in. Now this is the picture, yeah. All the special parts, what you found in 18 hours, what then you found in 20 hours, and what do you found in 24 hours. Now, from 18 hours, oh, nggak apa-apa, coba sih. You find primitive streak. This is primitive streak. And then there is also Hansen's knot, like a hook over here, and it's apa ya, dark red, yeah, like maroon color. And then there is head process in here, head process. Now, the next one also in 20 hours, you're still able to see primitive streak in here, and also Hansen's knot, like a maroon hook over here, maroon color and hook over here, added with uh, head fold in 20 hours. Then we continue again to 24 hours. In 24 hours, you find somite. Then also you find neural tube in here. Neural tube and neural fold. Neural fold, and at the middle is neural groove. This is recall again. Okay, we go to the next slide. Now, this part is 16 hour. This part is 16 hour because you only see primitive streak. And also the area of proamnion, yeah, proamnion over here. This whole area where the embryo grow is pellucida area. And then this more the red, yeah, red color like blood. This is opaca or vasculosa area. This is 16, yeah, 16 hour. Because you only found primitive streak. And also I'm recall again in the next slide. Next slide-nya apa ya? Sama juga kah? Okay. This next slide also same, 16 hour. 16 hour. Mulai rapih nih, bentar nih. Now in this 16 hour, primitive streak have many of parts name. From this one, like a pointed, like point over here, this is primitive pit. And then straight line, white color straight line, this is primitive groove. And two dark brown at the right and the left from a straight white line. This is primitive fold, yeah, primitive fold. The white straight line is primitive groove, yeah, primitive groove. And then at the end over here, there is like a white line, like a Y alphabet. This is bukan neural, primitive plate. Primitive plate, yeah, primitive plate. This is primitive P. Kita singkat aja P and P. So, this is 16 hours. Set. Okay. To the next one. Now this picture is showed 18 hours. So from the change of slides, I think all of you already much adapted with the picture. This is 18 hours because when you are seeing, it's have primitive bit in here and also head process over here. Even hence it's not seeing much. And this one is if you see the blur stretch line go to the top, this is head process. So this space is 18 hours. It's also same 18 hours. I change color first. Okay. There is primitive streak, and then there is Hansen's note, the maroon color, and also head process in here. Yeah. No. Oh, no. Now change again from 18 hours is already go to the pace 20 hour. 20 hour, the unique part there is this one, head fold. And this is still primitive streak here. And below from a head fold, there is neural plate in here. Oh, look at this neural plate over here. This is 20 hour. Now this is more clear. You're able to see everything in 20 hour. So I'm using yellow color. This is primitive streak, yeah. There is a Y over here, primitive plate. And then also Hansen's note in here. This one Hansen's note. And next one is neural plate over here. And neural groove, neurology head fold here. Okay. Now change again. This space is 22 hour. Because if you are you're fast to see and identify, you find there is a pair of square over here named somite. Now in 22 hour, how many pairs of somite? How many pairs of somite in 22 hours?
Two.
Two pairs, yes. Two pairs, which means there is 4 somite at the right and the left already developed. This is 22 hours, and I think this one also had fold, and this is already changed here. Change name, neural groove, and neural fold over here. Okay. Next bit. Now we go to this one is 24-hour pace. How about 24-hour pace? How many somite? How many somite pairs over there?
4 pairs.
4 pairs, yes. 24 hours, ya, jadi udah 4. 4 pairs. Also, you find neural tube. This one is neural tube, yeah. Neural tube and neuropore in here. Nah, this is neuropore. Okay, next slide. This is also same, yeah. If there is a black pointed arrow in here, pointed in this part, even the question like what that part's name, or maybe what cell, or what cells is that pointed? You can answer both from those questions is somite. Yeah, somite. Even that the question was asked part name or cell name, just answer somite. It's okay. Okay, we entered to frog embryogenesis 2. Continue from frog embryogenesis 1. So from a late yolk block in here, the three layers is already developed and already in at their position. Ectoderm is the outer layer, the middle layer is mesoderm, and also the inner layer is endoderm. A complete like this, a complete form like this. And if this complete form was cutted horizontal, we call this called upper cross section, yeah, like this picture. Now you see there is a neural plate, there is neural float later, and then there is a notochord and archenteron, endoderm, and this three-layer mesoderm and ectoderms able you see all of it. But if the cutting, mana ya ganti dulu nih. If the cut of this embryo it's vertical, yeah, vertical like this, you have difficult to identify which is where is it the notochord and where is the neural plate until become neural tube like that. It's at the back side, yeah, back side, so it's not easy to identify. So that's why most of the picture last time that you take the photos and also the preparat that show it to you, all of you, most of it is cut it horizontal. And we call it this cutting cross section. Belum ganti. Belum ganti. Now, this phase, the first phase from frog embryogenesis 2, entered to neurulacy process. This is neural plate. Because you only see like a straight, like apa ya, like a horizontal line gitulah, masih like a plate, yeah, like a plate. So it's still not developed to become like a hill or mountain like that. This also same neural plate. This one, the neural plate. And this one is archenteron, yeah, gastrosol, yeah, not blastosol. This is archenteron. Okay, we continue. Now this part is neural groove. This one. So from yesterday, when your practical, there is two type phase ya. Ada early groove, ada yang late groove gitu. Early neural groove dengan late neural groove. So it depends with how much deep the neural groove is. If this one is much more deeper, the neural groove. So we can call it this late neural groove. If early neural groove, if it's early neural groove, the deep of neural groove might be still halfway from this one, like that. Okay. And this is also neural fault, yeah, neural fault over here. And this part is archenteron, yeah, archenteron. The notochord and the somite is not seen over here. So we can also say this one is mesoderm. Okay. Okay, this one also early atau late ya ini ngelihatnya. Late ini perasaan, late neural groove. Late neural groove, since the groove is deep ya, deep. It's much deeper. This is neural fault. And you can identify or you can found notochord over here. Now notochord in this left and right side, in here like square. like rectangle happens also in cheek. This is somite. This is somite. We not found archenteron ya di sini, langsung aja endoderm. This is only endoderm. Okay, continue to the next part. Now, this phase is early neural tube. Why is it early neural tube? Because you found there's one special part in early neural tube. Is this part. Well, all the horn of neural fold attached together ya, jadi kayak set impet. Nah, and become neural crest over here. Neural crest. And also, since the develop of neural tube, there is a space here in here named neural canal. Neural canal. Masih ada gambarnya lagi perasaan ini. Set. Okay, this one also neural crest, early neural tube, yeah, because you're able to find notochord over here, and there is a attach of all neural fold. The point of neural fold is this one is neural crest, and this is neural canal, yeah, neural canal, and this part like rectangle, this is somite in here, and this one is archenteron. This part, all of it is endoderm, and this somite that attached with some kind of line over here, this is mesoderm, and also endoderm the outer the outer layer. It's also same neural crest. This is also neural crest. Neural crest still exists. So this is a early neural tube. This is also same because you found also neural crest over here. Now this one is the final stage from frog embryogenesis 2. This is the phase of late neural tube. You're not found anymore. There is nothing like neural crest anymore over here. So how you can figure out the difference from neural crest and also neural crest, which means early neural group and also late neural group. Just imagine the form. Imagine the form, yeah. Imagine the form. If early neural tube and there is exists neural crest over there, you can imagine like a shape of a heart. Shape of a heart, or maybe shape like an apple, like that. Apple. So must be the pointed over here. There is neural crest in here. While in late neural group, it's already like a ball. So there is nothing pointed or nothing like this one pointed and inside ya. Udah gak ada lagi, only like a ball. Okay, this one is chick embryogenesis 2. Okay, so after 24 hours, we go and learn again about the process of all developed organ inside the chick. So in this phase hour, there's 3 parts that you're going to learn, and tomorrow you will be see at the preparat. There is a stage 33 hours, 48 hours, and also 72 hours. And this picture, even there is a lot of name here, even there is a lot of name over here pointed everywhere in here, but this picture is show it this chick developed, this embryo chip developed to phase 33 hour. Okay, this is the image of 33 hour, yeah. 33 hour, you see prosencephalon over here, and then midbrain, mesencephalon, and rhombencephalon over here. Now there is a part that at the right and also left side, yeah, right side and left side from prosencephalon. This is optic vesicle that will be developed and grow. That will be grow to become an eye. Eyes, bukan an eye. Eyes. And going to the under, there is a part of heart over here, heart, and then somite and spinal cord. In posterior area, there is a tail bud and also tail fold. Okay, this is the picture of 72 hour. Okay, this is the picture of 48 hours. 48 hours still, the brain area is still only 3, like 53 hours. Only have prosencephalon, rhombencephalon, and also mesencephalon. Mesencephalon, prosencephalon, and rhombencephalon. The eye is still optic vesicle, but added to the next part that grow. Stomodium, this one, stomodium, form later to become mouth, and then optic vesicle that form to become ear. Also, the heart is already developed atrium and ventricle, yeah. Atrium and ventricle. This is atrium, and this one is ventricle. Terus ada lagi tambahannya ya, ada lagi. There is other like AIP. AIP is anterior intestinal portal. This one. Okay. Yeah. Now below, getting below in the middle of the embryo, there is others to develop like this one that later will be called wing bud and also leg bud. Yeah, this is lateral body, somite and spinal cord. Let's go to the next one. Now the below, much more below, yeah, the end of area, it's tail bud and tail foot. Now this is the picture like last time in tutor, yeah, in our last tutor. This one is 72 hour. The 72 hour is already have lots of different. Started from the brain have 5 right now. And from the front, it is number 1, yeah. Number 1 is telencephalon, and then the diencephalon. The midbrain, still same name, mesencephalon, but rhombencephalon is already have two brain. The number 4 is metencephalon, the number 5 is myelencephalon. And aside from the much sama aja sih. Aside from only have 5 brain, eyes also change. Eyes name is already developed optic cup and optic lens. Optic vesicle at 48 hours change name to become optic cup. Stomodium is already attached with perineal cleft and also with AIP. Now from AIP, if I draw it like this, from AIP, here this is AIP. I did it. Cursor, AIP. Now AIP over here, there is more funnel enter to below, creating posterior intestinal portal or PIP. Posterior PIP is around between from leg bud left side and leg bud right side. Wing bud also is already developed. Wing bud left side and right side. And then there is heart. His heart is much more clear to see. There is atrium and also ventricle in here. Okay. Sama sekalian kayak review lagi nih untuk besok. Okay. Now this one is 72 hour, yeah. 72 hour. I draw it the 5 brain, yeah, the 5 brain. This one is telencephalon. This part also diencephalon in here. Then mesencephalon over here. This is telen, ya telen. Kemudian dien. Aduh, jeleknya. Ganti deh. Dien. And then this is mesencephalon. And I draw it again right over here. Stop over here. But there is like a, like this one. This is metencephalon. Tulis metencephalon and mielencephalon. Cephalon, rapih dong. Nah, mielencephalon. Also, there is other, yeah, there's added more organ over here, part over here. This is olfactory pit that will grow to become a nose. Also, this is eye, yeah, optic cup and optic lens. And then stomodium is here. It's in here. Optic cup is over here. And this is heart, yeah. Heart, we already have atrium and ventricle. AIP, anterior intestinal portal over here. With wing butt and leg, with wing butt. Leg buttnya di bawah. Alah, muncul lagi garis ini. Maaf nih, muncul terus. Now this is the posterior part. Wing butt in here. And then leg butt over here. This is PIP, yeah. PIP, posterior intestinal portal, and tail butt. Okay, I think that's the end of this presentation. Is there a question or yes, if there is a question, it's okay to ask. Yes, Sarah, or she's one, or it's already much clear to you both.
Kak,
Mhm.
for new relation,
Yeah.
do we have to state late or early neural groove?
This one ya, yang ini yang ribet ini sekarang ini. Okay, since there is a different form of neural, there is existed of neural crest, yeah, we can say that is early neural tube. Yeah, early neural tube, it's okay to answer that. But for neural groove, since we don't know, we don't know how the exam look like. And because it's connected with your report book, there is early neural groove and then late neural groove. My opinion said answered neural groove, it's okay. Because there is no difference in there. And there's no difference over there in neural groove, in stage neural groove. Might be just like if the neural groove is much more deep, you can say this is a late neural groove. Or it's not too much deep, you can also say early neural groove. But I don't know what the exam look like. And also, there's only neural groove like that is explained. So I think just neural groove is okay. But for a different situation than neural tube, since there is existence of neural crest. So you can answer early neural tube and late neural tube, like that.
Okay, thank you, Kak.
Okay. How about one? Is it everything clear? Keep ya tadi ya, nggak apa-apa. It's okay. Later, this recording also will be uploaded in, since this is long, yeah. This is taking long, to do the review. I think it's about 1 hour. So maybe I'm uploaded not in TikTok, but in YouTube. Okay. I think that is all that I can. Belum ya. Oh, this one also for preparation of practical exam. Since last time I not inside lab, yeah, not inside in your exam, practical exam uprak kalian, gitu. I'm not inside in your uprak last time because I'm watching other class, yeah, A class, still on the theory exam. So I don't know how you all of you take the situation when the last time in UTS uprak gitu. You might, I don't know the situation, you all of you nervous or anxious or panic, I don't know. Or maybe you all of you can recall back again when you uprak. You are in the first one, first of the first class that entered uprak gitu. You're the first one before regular class gitu. Jadi I don't know how your situation inside the lab when you do your your UTS uprak. Maybe you can tell the story again, recall again the situation you all of you take uprak. Bisa diceritakan lagi nggak? Atau udah lupa ini? Udah langsung cepat lupa ya? Ya cepat lupa aja ini uprak, situasi upraknya. So, yeah, I'm recall back again. Then I hope that when the last final uprak, ya, all of you have a best score lah, dapat skor yang bagus gitu. Amin. You have a best score, a good score, and the good score from uprak, it's not only happens from your answer is right, but also from how you all of you not nervous or panic later. And I hope you all of you from enter to lab optic, that is the stage of your uprak exam later. You all of you should be, I hope you all of you not nervous anymore, since everything you already experienced at UTS, yeah, the situation at UTS. So the answer sheet, yeah, the answer paper is already delivered to you all of you before you enter to the room, yeah. And I hope you all of you already fill your full name and then fill also your group name and position when inside the room, position yourself in the table, that's already prepared to you all of you. And also don't forget later to always circling the number that's same with the number table you're in, yeah. Like Nia Sarah, you are in the table number 1A, misalnya number 1A, and Oshizuan also sit at the table which is which is 5A, yeah, 5A, like that. And then you change table. It's always be led always be led across one microscope and always keep in the same clutter, like A in the clutter A, B with the clutter B, like that, yeah. There will be same, inshallah there is the same again, there is a tutorial for you all of you to change, to switch, yeah, switch tables. And also Asprak inshallah more more proactive to guide you back again for situation that. So just don't forget, just don't forget, and don't forget where you sit, which number you sit, what clutter you are in, itu aja sih. Sama, well, don't nervous itu aja. Karena kan The time from only just in one table, it's around 45 seconds. Yeah, 45 seconds already included with you read the question, see the microscope, uh, about found the answer, and then write the answer, the correct answer. So all of it is have to be focused and like strategic gitu. So when you already in the table and you see in your table there's a question and microscope, and then the exam is already started. I hope you all of you don't have to be look first to microscope. Read first the question, okay? Read first the question. Find the key points from this question. Like I said, part, space, cavity, or cell. What is the answer one? And then you get in, see from the microscope, and trying to find the black arrow that pointed. It become the pointer, yeah, the pointer from of the preparat. If you cannot able to see with one eye and not found where is it the black arrow, use two eye. If this two eye is more difficult and you use glasses, so remove your glasses like that. Remove your glasses and then see, find out, and then answer like that. Answer, writing the answer like that again all the time. So stay focused like that. Yeah. And also, since everyone should be, I hope everyone can overhear, yeah, like you, Fan, Amira, Homing. But since these three, there is no answers and might be busy or maybe there is something, I cannot do a quiz. So I'm already prepared quiz, this quiz. But it's just you two, so might be another time kali. Another time, or might be Saturday or Sunday, or might be next week. Yeah, can your final exam it's happened 2 weeks, yeah, and there is still no information when the uprak happened. Just about theory. Theory at Monday, ya. So ingat aku theory at Monday. While the uprak it still not have information. So while waiting the uprak information, what the day is and also what time is, I hope we have a little spend time just for quiz only. This quiz is to helping it you fast, yeah, fast to recall memory, fast to read since this quiz is online. So the reading, the fast reading and also the writing reading, I can making it equal, yeah, I'm making it equal, and also fast to identify and the fast speed to answer, the speed to answer also. Since this quiz also, I'm changing it to 20 seconds. 20 seconds, much faster than 45. But I think since this is online quiz, I prepared it 20 seconds. I can say it's equal to 45 seconds. It's to help you adapt ya, to apa ya, adaptasi gitu, adaptasi dengan oke, okay, quiznya ini buat latihan kalian lah, for your practice also for later. Tuh, mungkin hari lain aja nggak apa-apa deh. Nggak apa-apa, quiz aja langsung kita gitu. Jadi nggak perlu ada, we don't need to have Zoom again. We don't need it. This quiz also can be sharing it with use link. So only login like that later, yeah, later aja. Okay, I think it's getting more night. I think all of you also prepare for tomorrow. So if you have any question, yeah, any question and too tired to question tonight, you can asking it tomorrow. You can ask me tomorrow, okay? Okay, thank you for attending this review. And thank you for spending your time also for this tonight. I hope you all of you doing well and see you at tomorrow morning.
Thank you, Kak.
Okay,
Thank you,
bye-bye
Kak.
everyone. Yeah.
Kak, Kak, I want to ask for the UAS.
Yes?
Do we need to study all of the material or just start from after UTS?
Okay. I think it's said studied everything. studied everything,
Everything.
but mostly the question in UPRAC in the exam later is from only in the UAS material. But sometimes lectures usually added like genesis question or spermatogenesis question inside the UPRAC.
Oh,
Usually,
Kak, I for the UAS, not UPRAT, for the dasar.
apanya?
For the dasar, also all or just after UTS? Bukan UPRAT,
Oh,
UAS.
theory. The theory ya.
Iya, ya.
Oh, the theory. I think the theory is only all of material in UAS saja. Just UAS.
Oh, oke. Oh, maksudnya selepas UTS.
Selepas, yes, after
Oke,
UTS. The material is after UTS for the theory. So,
oke,
mm-mm.
oke. Thank you, Kak.
Okay, you're welcome. Semangat ya.
Oke,
Teorinya
thank you.
Monday ya.
Ya.
Iya, makanya kaget
Oke.
juga aku. Wah, Senin.
Hmm.
Udah lagi aku ngawas
Hmm.
lagi. Semangat aja deh.
Oke, thank you, Kak.
Yes, you're welcome.
Bye-bye.
Okay. Good night, you all.
Good night, Kak.
Okay, stop recording.